Yo guys, what's up? It's Inflexxius. Today we're playing Jackson to Scion top. So, early levels I'm trying to zone him out of these minions here. I tank a Q pretty badly here, and also I miss my E, so I don't do nearly as well as I'd like to. But you can zone Scion out of XP level 1 if you play it properly, if you juke a little bit, if you wiggle a little bit more to dodge his Q. Unfortunately, I messed it up a bit. But it's fine. So, Jax vs Scion is a matchup where you do win early. You win pretty hard first back, to be honest, but as the levels go on, as the lane goes on, the matchup does get harder and harder. So anytime you jump on him, you're pretty much going to win the trade. However, Scion will a lot of the time be able to get a counter trade on you when you try to leave, if he manages to slow you and then get a big fat Q on you. Then you're going to end up taking just a lot of damage. So here he disrespects my E cooldown and we just finish him off there. Yeah, any extended trait you can take versus Scion is really good. He can't match you in the auto attacks. So it's really good that we kill him pre-first back here, because if you don't kill Scion pre-first back, the lane is a lot harder. Or not necessarily kill, but if you don't punish him very hard, then the lane is going to be a lot harder than it otherwise needs to be. So Scion's now blown his TP, Wave is pushing back to us, really good stuff here. Wave's in a really good spot. We can try to set up a freeze here and try to run him down the long lane. Right now I'm just trying to auto-attack where I can without taking any poke, or trying to take as little poke as possible, because Scion does do really solid damage. Right now we have a longsword and refillable to his corrupting potion. So there we go for the trade here. Just keep auto-attacking him. See, you just let your lethal tempo do work. Here he walks back into us and we just finish him off. Now we have to run from the passive. But we don't want him to shove the wave in, because that would... There we go, we deny him the cannon. Good stuff, good stuff. Denying CS from Scion is really nice, because Scion gets so much value from CS because of his passive. He gets a lot of free health from his passive. And that free health is basically gold, right? So he's basically getting about 10 extra gold per non-cannon minion that he kills, right? So anytime Scion's Q is on cooldown, you can just jump on him and beat him up. Like, the only way Scion beats you in trades is if he slows you and then gets a big fat Q on you, when you have no Q to avoid it. Here Diana's here, but we're about to hit 6 when that minion dies, so we can turn here actually. So we finish the Scion off here, stun him, and get away before the passive murderizes us. We take a few more hits than we'd otherwise like to. And Diana has no E, so we can just ward hop away and we are fine. Now, we may have gotten the kill 2v1. However, we're kind of in a bad spot now, because here's the situation. We are now really low on resources, and Scion's coming back fresh. If we recall here, Scion's just going to insta-shove the wave, deny us a wave, and he's probably going to take a plate. He's definitely going to take at least 1 plate, probably 2. So, me being as greedy as I am, I don't want to. So, it gets slowed here, have to flash his ult. We get hit by his ults on the edge here. If I was faster, I could have ward hopped to the right there, but I am slow. Unfortunate. So, I unfortunately am going to die there, but you know what? Gold reset. It's fine, it's fine. So here, we jump on his head, run him down the lane. Unfortunately, he does plated steel caps away from us. The movement speed is a bit too much there, and also just, you know, the damage reduction is really good. He's got plated steel caps Bramble Vest now, so it's going to be very hard to kill him now. All that armor combined with how much health he gets is just going to make it really hard to kill him. Just Scion things. So here his Q's on cooldown, we can just jump on him if we get the opportunity to. Here we do. Unfortunately, we can't extend the trade, we have to back out. We do have to back out there because we can't extend the trade, he's too close to his tower. Here's the other thing about that. We want to get away before his Q comes back up, right? If you can't extend the trade on him, then you have to get away before his Q comes back up, otherwise he can just channel a big fat Q and possibly trade back on you.
An enemy has been slain.
So his Q's are now on cooldown, we're looking for a trade. He doesn't want to get Q'd by us, he's out of potions, he's very low on health. So he's just farming with Q's at this point, pretty much. He doesn't want to walk up. We're setting up a freeze here. There we go. Just let it come over to our side of the lane here. Now, Sion decides to just recall here, which is fine. He denies himself some minions then. We can maintain the freeze and just deny him pretty much a full cannon wave here. He's trying to shove the wave in. We have our Divine Sunderer, so we need to try to find an opening to back as well. Here we jump on the Sion. Unfortunately, Diana is here. And yeah, if you guys saw in the glimpse there was a freaking Nautilus there as well. So even if I did manage to somehow 1v2 that, you know, there was a third there just in case, you know. So, you know, unfortunate. Should have respected the jungler there, but yeah. So here, wave is pushing back to us. We can just let it push back to us, force a freeze. We have Divine Sunder to Sion's component items. Here I'm watching to see if he actually does finish the recall. And he actually does, so let's just shove the wave in here. Maybe we can grab a plate. There we go. Deny some minions. Here I want one extra plate. I have to ward hop out here. Unfortunately, we do take a bit of a bad trade for that plate. Which with just base damage, as you see, Sion can just mess you up really hard. So you do always have to respect Sion pretty much. So wave is pushing back towards us again. We're kind of chunked out, but we have Divine Sunderer, so maybe we can get some healing off that. Here I mess up, I Q the cannon instead of the Sion. He just walks after us. Hits us with a freaking big fat Q. The stun goes off before the ult does. He's just spacing with the plated steel caps and with the E. It's really hard. Have to flash his ultimate here. Jump on his head. He flashes the stun. So now, after all that trading, that extended fight, right? Notice how I am now Sion has out-tanked my mana bar. So it's a bit of an awkward spot now. So now Sion is just going to chain shove the wave in here. Talon ping's on his way, so what I should do here is just play safe. But I see that, oh, he used Q, so I Q in, but I have no mana. Well, what am I gonna do without mana? I don't know, I guess just die. So, I int it there. But, said Talon gets the counter kill, so that's something at least. Back up to lane. I'm going Ionian Brutes this game because they don't have enough AD to make me feel like I need plated steel caps, and they don't have enough CC to make me feel like I need Merc Treads. And Ionian Brutes is just a really good item on Jax. And so, here I went in on the Sion again, and unfortunately, the Fun Police has arrived yet again to make sure that, you know, I don't get to play the game, you know? Haha! But no, I should have been respecting the jungler, like... Oh, and then Talon goes down as well, but he goes 1-for-1, I guess. But yeah, it's important to respect the enemy jungler. Like, junglers are really good at killing you if you don't respect them. So, get the scuttle, get in time for our wave. There we go. We go for a quick extended trade there. We do chunk him out, but notice how we are kind of running low on mana again. So we're in a bit of an awkward spot here, but we're getting a gank here. Ahri's coming in. Make sure to stand where you need to block off Sion's ult. So here, Silas and Diana come in. Try to flash on the Diana, but I miss. I'm out of range. And yeah. Dude, that was a good skirmish. Turns out really well for us. And if you guys enjoy the commentary and the gameplay, then remember to like and subscribe. So I'm running down here because I want to prep for this dragon. Dragon spawned, you know, that tower, like that tower top lane, if Sion wants it, he can have it. I don't care, I want the dragon. So yeah, Diana comes in, we just start beating on her. They chase the Nautilus, but I just want to recall here. Actually, no, never mind, I want to go bot lane. Because no one else is catching this wave, right? So I might as well just grab it, push the next wave as well. Now, with that back, with that wave, I can sell the shield here and get my Wit's End. There's a fight going on up here. Talon jumps over, so he's looking to fight. I can TP in to secure the fight for us. Talon can just chase her down as long as he has backup, right? So I can TP in to be that backup. Unfortunately, Ahri does go in to try to secure the kill, and the only kill she secures is Diana's on her. So, but we do get Baron off that, so that's really good stuff. So, back up to top lane, push with the Baron wave. So, now we have some 1v1 action versus Sion after a few items. He's too close to his tower for us to just keep auto-attacking him, so we take the short trades. Abuse the percent max health damage on Divine Sunder and your E to win the short trades. Without taking Q's back. See, every time his Q's on cooldown, you can just jump on him. Same thing as in lane. In this sort of scenario. Because his Q is his main source of damage, right? Tank a tower shot unnecessarily, whoops. So, we forced him off of this tower. Team managed to win the fight is winning on the other side of the map, so that's really good. Sion's Q's on cooldown again, so we can just jump on him. And he's actually pretty low, so we can go for the kill here. Sion ults into us, but we can just go for 2 more autos. Lethal tempo stacked up, gives us extra attack range. Really good stuff. So now we have to get through a zombie Sion here before we can actually, you know, actually go for the tower. There we go, now we recall. Start working towards our next item. So, we're going for this dragon here. We see Diana's top, so they're probably giving up this dragon. I'm kind of hovering mid here to see if I kind of wanted to go top, but then I wanted to secure the dragon. So, you know, just kind of hovering there. So, I'm looking here to see if I need to TP in for the fight. So far, a fight hasn't happened yet, like a commit hasn't happened yet. But then Silas Ahri ults in. So that's good enough for me to want to TP in here to just, you know, cover my team. Nautilus gets hooked. We can finish him off. Q to dodge the Sion Q. Now we can push this tower in, actually. 2 of them are down. So we can push this tower, get the inhib, disengage. Silas ease into the Thresh hook. So we can finish him off here. He's Zonya's. We finish off the Silas. Diana jumps into 4 of us with R. And they FF. And that's that. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and hope to see you in the next one.